Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. I want to apologize for you guys from last Friday. Obviously if you guys follow me, you know I had some technical issues and I wasn't able to post Friday, so I apologize for that. I've been trying to get like ahead on my videos, that way I don't have that happen. I always feel so bad when I miss a posting date, but you guys are awesome and you guys are always there for me, so I really appreciate it. Today's video is jam-packed full of cleaning motivation and everything you need to get your weekend started right. So on my last video, I actually had someone ask why, if my husband gets up after me, do I make the bed? So this is not an every morning thing that I make the bed, but I'm sure many of you guys are going to relate to this. I normally make the bed because if my husband makes it, he doesn't make it the way I like it. Like, he does a fine job. The blankets are on nice and neat, and the pillows are on, but there's like a specific way I put the pillows and fold the blankets and things like that that I just prefer, where he's going to make the bed and he's going to make it fine, but I just do it a little bit differently. So that is normally why I make the bed, even though I get up first and he gets up second. But like I said, it's not an every morning thing. Often when he gets up, he makes the bed and I'm not going to remake it, but that is a big reason you guys always see me making the bed, is especially if I'm filming, I'm going to be making the bed to the way that I enjoy it looking. I know I say this all the time, but my bedroom is always so dusty, and I know it's because the dogs sleep in here. Like, even during the day, the dogs sleep in here. So I just want to go around and give everything a good dusting. The fireplace, the TV, all the furniture, even some of my fake plants just had a layer of dust on it. Just trying to keep up. So I was chatting with a friend the other day, and one of the things she was asking me is how I keep up with so much stuff in my house. And I get that question on here a lot. I do not have a cleaning schedule. I am more of someone that, as I am working around the house, if there's a project that needs to get done, I will either make a physical note of it or a mental note of it. So I don't go off of a schedule. I really just, if I'm playing with Freya in her room and realize her baseboards are dirty, I'm going to make a mental note that, okay, next week I'm doing her baseboards. And I just kind of do that throughout the week and just stay on top of things. I have tried so many schedules, but the issue is sometimes I'm not motivated to get that task done. And I don't know. I think it's just the way my brain works. I have a harder time working on a schedule, where if I have a mental note or a physical note of all the projects that are needing to get done, I do way better. I also do way better by not stressing myself out with huge deep cleaning. Like, I will take a couple deep cleaning projects a week and tackle those, and like, I don't do crazy spring cleaning. Now, there are certain tasks that I do in the spring and in the fall, but those are like once a year things, where to me deep cleaning is not a once a year thing. It's like something you really have to stay on top of. So I just try and tackle a couple things every single week, and that works best for me. I know everyone is a little bit different, and I highly recommend, if you're trying to figure out what works best for you, try a couple different ways. I've heard the Fly Lady's really good. Obviously, me, I just kind of wing it, which doesn't work for everyone. But I have noticed that if I have a couple of small tasks that I need to get done, often those motivate me to do more. So I like to just start, and then it usually motivates me to keep going. Also, I am also someone that loves watching YouTube cleaning videos, and I will often sit down and watch either Jessie at Home or Jamie's Journey or This Crazy Life. Those are three of my absolute favorite people to watch. But there's so many others out there that I will just turn on cleaning videos, and eventually I'll be like, oh, I need to go do that. I haven't cleaned my cabinets in a hot minute, or I haven't organized my bathroom in a hot minute, and it like triggers me to go and do more. My kitchen, this is a never-ending task. Xander had forgotten his backpack to take to school, which is why it was on the counter. The kids are usually really good at keeping their school stuff in their room, but he had literally thrown it on the counter, and then we left, and he completely forgot it. Luckily, he doesn't really need a backpack, so it wasn't where I had to bring it to him. But that is why that is on the counter. It's very, very rare that they'll leave out backpacks and things like that because we have a specific cook in their room to make it really easy on them. But unloading the dishwasher, you can see little Miss Freya is up. Here in a minute, I'm making her a smoothie because she was begging me for a smoothie. Oh, I'm actually super excited. I just got the new Ninja, I don't know if it's like a Ninja Bullet, but those like individual smoothie or blenders. I had one. It was an ISA blender when I used to use the ISA supplements, but it had died on me, and I used that little blender way more than my big blender ever. So I jumped on Amazon right away, and I got the Ninja, and so far I have been loving it. It is so easy to use. Like I said, I have a big blender, but more often than not, I don't need to take out this massive blender that's kind of a pain in the butt to clean, and these little blenders work just fine. For Freya, I'm just making a very simple yogurt, banana, and I threw some chocolate milk in there for her smoothie. She loves it. It's super creamy and smooth, which is exactly what she wants, a little bit sweet. She has been like constantly asking for smoothies lately. I think today I just made her some with some blueberries and strawberries and ice, like super basic and simple, but she absolutely loves it.
I'm on the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss.
So it took me a second to try and figure out what she was asking for. I didn't understand, and then I realized she was pointing at my baking cabinet because she wanted sprinkles on her shake. So I figure a little bit of whipped cream and sprinkles never hurts. So if you guys have not subscribed and put on your notification bell, make sure you do that, especially for everyone that enjoys my renovation content. Bobby and I are finally putting it into works of working on the built-ins in the family room next to the fireplace, and I am so excited to start on this project and get it done. I've been wanting to do it. We did the fireplace last fall, And now we're going to finally be doing these built-ins, and I think it's going to make such a huge difference. Also, I was just crushing up some eggshells, and these are some lentils that I'm sprouting for the birds. The eggshells give the birds extra calcium, so that is why I save my eggshells. And then the sprouts just give them some good protein and fresh greens and everything like that. So if you're ever wondering what this stuff is in my window, it's usually eggshells and some sort of sprouts.
Like I need to escape. The world outside only made me numb. 'Cause I just wanna be here in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place.
All right, so going back to my list of deep cleaning projects, one of the things I knew I needed to do was clean my counters and backsplash really, really well. On a normal day-to-day, like, I'm just wiping around everything. I'm not really removing stuff, really cleaning the counters and getting in on the backsplash. But this is something I highly recommend doing once every other week to even once a month. Honestly would suffice to keep down on the grease buildup. If you, especially if you don't have a backsplash, you just have drywall, I would do it more often. But if you let the grease from cooking and everything really build up, it can be so hard to clean off. So I really do try and stay on top of it, and this was definitely the week that I wanted to get in there and really clean this backsplash. You guys know this backsplash was like my baby. I put my heart and soul into it. I love this backsplash that we installed in this house. So I really want to make sure that I keep it looking pretty and not starting to yellow from grease or anything like that. And here I'm just using Thieves Cleaner. If your backsplash is really, really bad, get a good degreaser. But if you're just maintaining, a good multi-purpose spray works just fine as well.
And while the world is spinning faster every night, I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow. But it ain't no one's fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I keep on pouring salt on my wounds when I shouldn't stay. I feel the pressure on me.
So a lot of you guys know, so we have the quail, and I just got the 4 Muscovy ducks. Well, the girl that I have met down here, I love her. Her name is Jennifer. She is so sweet. She's where I've gotten my eggs for my quail. She's the one that introduced me into Muscovy ducks. She is such a bad influence, but such a sweetheart. She messaged me the other day that one of her friends has 6 Muscovy ducklings that need to be rehomed. So she messaged me because she knows I want to get into the ducks, and just like the quail, you need like 4 or 5 girls per 1 boy. Otherwise the girls can get beat up on, because the boys are very, very active in their you know what. So because I'm pretty sure I have 2 boys and 2 girls, I'm going to be getting another 3 ducklings. Yes, I know I have a problem, but at the same time, I am loving this so much to just try and change me and my family into a more self-sufficient family and a more ethical way of living and eating and everything. So I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm actually thinking about doing a morning routine coming up here soon, just to kind of show like my daily process between kids and animals and craziness of my life. This island is always so dirty, and I know I'm not the only one. I know there's probably plenty of you parents out there that can relate, but the kids are constantly putting their dirty feet on this island. So pretty much every day I am getting in here and wiping it off because my kids are also a lot like me. You guys know I run around barefoot all the time. My mom did it, my dad does it, and my kids do it. So, needless to say, even though we don't wear shoes in our house, our feet are dirty because we run around outside barefoot. And some of you guys are going to absolutely hate that, but that's just real life. I am a barefoot mom. I love walking around in green grass with no shoes on and on the beach with no shoes on and everything like that. And my kids are the same way, but that definitely means that that island gets so dirty. Here I'm just cleaning up some crayon on the table. Freya is actually really, really good at only coloring on paper, but that doesn't mean when she's coloring she doesn't sometimes slip off. So luckily it cleans up really easy. You're going to see here, if you follow me on Instagram, which if you're not already, you definitely should, you would have seen that we got some new baby quail, and when I was filming this, this was actually the day that they were hatching, which is why Freya was sitting right here, is she was enjoying watching all the babies hatching and coming out, which I can't blame her. I absolutely love hatching day. They're all so cute, and it's just really interesting to watch as they hatch. Like, the whole process to me is very amazing and just intriguing. And then just going in real quick and vacuuming this rug. I don't know what it is lately, but my robot vacuum has not wanted to go on this rug. It like goes around it, but not on it. I think I need to have it remap the house and figure everything out. So I'm just doing that, and then I'll run the robot vacuum just to clean behind me. You guys know that is one thing I love about having a robot vacuum is it makes my life a little bit easier, especially with the dogs and the kids. If I can have that go while I'm cleaning other stuff, makes life super easy. And I don't know. It's something that before I had it, I thought it was so silly. But now that I have one, it is one of the best inventions in life. I also get a lot of questions about these pictures of the kids. These were just Amazon frames and printouts from Walgreens. I had tried those, what are they called? You see them all the time on Instagram and Facebook, the True Woods or something like that frames. And I love those. Those are in the hallway by the kitchen. The only thing I didn't love and why I didn't order them again is my kids are still young and I like to update their photos. And with those, the photo is the photo. So when we moved down here, I knew I wanted to get some frames that every year I can update these photos and have them more recent and not just baby photos that stay the same forever. Oh, I forgot this piece. So I was at my parents' just this past weekend, and my mom was going through some old stuff that they have from my dad when he was deployed overseas. My dad was in the Navy for many years. You guys know my husband was in the Army for over 20 years. Well, my dad was also in the military, and she had these statues that he had gotten in Rome, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but he had a couple different ones, and I love the look of them. I actually got them with the idea of putting them on the built-ins in the family room next to the fireplace, but they were very dirty, so I have been slowly cleaning them off because they have just been in storage for a while, but I absolutely love it. I also don't have a ton of things that are super sentimental to me. but these pieces I remember from my childhood. And then like the camels in front of my diffuser right here, those are camels that Bobby bought while he was over in the UAE. So certain things like that I definitely like to keep around. I know people have asked about those camels before because they don't quite make sense with my decor. But yeah, that was a gift Bobby got me while he was deployed in the UAE. He was deployed there actually when I first started my YouTube channel.
Got me hooked on you once again. Damn. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete.
So this was actually a different day, but I knew I wanted to share it with you guys. You guys saw me take the old rug out of this room. I was not happy with it. And since we go in and out these doors all the time, and the dogs do, and we like to call this the dog room. Now it's more like the pet room because all the animal food is in here. I knew I wanted a rug that was easier to clean, so I got a rug just off of Amazon, but it's really pretty, but I feel is going to make my life a lot easier when it comes to keeping this room clean, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So even though this is not the same day, I definitely wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at our new rug. So this rug actually may look a little familiar to you. The design is actually the same design that is in our bedroom. I love the rug in our bedroom so much that I actually bought the same rug in a different color for this sunroom. But it's such a good quality and I think a really pretty pattern that I figured as long as it wasn't the same color, honestly, I feel like if I hadn't told people, they wouldn't even notice. But I do have this linked in my Amazon store. There's multiple different colors of it. I love, love, love this rug. Pretty much just putting it down here to let it flatten out. It takes a good 24 hours, just like any other rug, to really get flat, but they're so pretty. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you next time. Bye.